Good afternoon, boys and girls. Here is chapter 6 of The Furball, Puppy and Me, Rats, Rats. And remember, Mama just received a box from Santa that has holes in it, and it's wiggling, and there's a yapping sound inside, so let's see what's happening. The grandkids squealed. The big kids all moved toward the box. It wiggled. Then it bounced. Then it almost tipped over. Yap, yap, the box said. Look, Mama, look what Santa brought you. Mama leaned over and peered into the box. Then she turned to Daddy. Oh my gosh, a puppy, Mama smiled. Then she got this sort of helpless look on her face. She smiled again and then frowned. Is it a puppy or a big rat? What is he? Did she say rat? I jumped to the back of the couch. Mama knelt down and pulled something from the box. The children and grandkids pressed closer. We knew how much you missed Muffy. Santa brought you a new puppy. But what is it? It's a Scottish Terrier, Carl said. Mama frowned. I didn't know they were white. The ones I've seen are black. Are you sure it isn't a big rat? Mama smiled and she held the squirming, fuzzy beast up for a better look. We're sure. The big kids all spoke at once. It was the first time I got a good look at it. It was white and fuzzy and as ugly as could be. It had this long pink tongue that kept flopping out of its mouth when it tried to lick Mama's hand. And the back end of that thing kept wiggling so hard, I thought it might shake apart. At least I think it was the back end. Mostly the thing was just fuzz and fluff. It was hard to tell the front from the back. Isn't he cute? Heather sat down next to Mama. Dana moved nearer. I jumped to the top of the big wooden chest near the kitchen door. I needed a better view, out of the reach of this big rat. Curling my tail around me, I licked my paws and washed my face. I kept one eye on the fuzzy, wiggling little beast below me. The grandkids were laughing and petting it, all at the same time. Each one pushed to get closer. It was hard to see what this animal really looked like with all the family gathered around. Okay, kids, it's time to give Grandmother a chance to hold her puppy by herself. Go get your stuff and leave them alone for just a little while. Carl scooted the grandkids toward the bedroom doors. He kind of held his arms out and waved them, like Daddy did when he was herding cows in the big lot behind the barn. Go play with your toys. The playroom will be a good place. Give your grandmother just a while. Aw, gee, Dad. He's so cute. Josh looked up at Carl. Can I take him outside when Grandma gets through playing with him? Sure, son, but later. He jabbed a finger toward the bedroom. Now scat. Take the girls and go play for a while. Okay. Come on, Kenzie, Jenny, and Katie. Get her hands. The grandkids bounced toward the hallway. I didn't like the looks of the thing on Mama's lap. It was horrible. The animal was covered with shaggy white fur. Even its eyes were hidden by the long fuzz. Its short legs shook in the air as Mama gave it a nice tummy rub. It was disgusting. I could use a good rub, but instead the beast got one. I jumped down from the chest, then walked over and rubbed against the door. Meow! I needed fresh air. Will somebody let the cat out? Daddy called from the kitchen. When the door opened, I slid out as quickly as I could. Cold air shook my whiskers as I stepped to the end of the porch. There was no sunshine, just another cold, dreary day. There was this strange white covering all over the ground. I frowned. When I stepped off the porch, it went crunch under my paws. I yanked my foot back and looked. I touched it with my tongue. The white stuff was cold, but tasted just like rainwater. Whatever the stuff was, it wasn't bad, just cold. I checked all my favorite spots, the apple tree, the wood pile, the holly bushes. I even peeked into the barn. 3 rats were in a corner eating grain. Nora, the big rat, glared up at me. Okay, time to go back with my people. At the front of the house, I jumped to the ledge under the window. Meow! I need in. It's cold out here. Meow! I could see the little furball asleep on Mama's lap. That should be me, all warm and cozy. I jumped down and scratched on the door. When it opened, I dashed in and ran for the bedroom. Like usual, Callie was asleep on the pillow. Hey, Callie, wake up. There's this new animal in the house. It's on Mama. She likes it. I don't. What are we going to do? Callie opened one eye. Relax, Gray. It's only a puppy. They needed a dog to protect the yard. Muffy used to watch for coyotes, but she's gone now. They'll put it outside later. She sighed and nestled her cheek into the pillow. Puppies are kind of pesky, but right now, you're safe up here. He's too short to jump up this high. Chill out, curl up, take a nap. Callie wasn't any help at all. A wiggly, fuzzy, yapping furball puppy was in my mama's lap, and Callie wanted me to take a nap? The day was filled with excitement and happiness. Smiles and laughter were everywhere. Only I wasn't happy. I didn't know why. There was this strange feeling inside of me every time I looked at that little furball. It made my tail flip. I didn't like it. When they finally put the dog out in the yard, I felt a lot better. That part was wonderful. It was almost like it hadn't come here in the first place. When it got dark, the excitement seemed to get all mixed up with sadness. The kids and the grandkids began to pick up their stuff. They said that they had to leave in the morning so that they could get back to work. The living room was piled with boxes and suitcases. I tried to stay on the back of the couches and chairs when someone let the puppy in the house. The thing made this terrible yapping sound. He wagged his back end and scampered all over the place. It was safer up high. When the house settled down, Mama put towels in a big box and set it on the back porch. Then the puppy was put out for the night. They stuck me in the playroom. Clicking sounds hit against the window. I jumped on the windowsill to look out. The bird feeder swayed in the breeze. Small pieces of white hit against the window. I watched it as it began to cover the ground. Yap, yap, the puppy yelled. Help me, it's cold out here. Let me in. The yapping went on for a long time. I heard him begging to come into the house. I hopped down and peeked through the crack. Mama finally went to the door. Hey, pup, it's okay. Just stay in the box. We have lots of towels and blankets in there. Settle down. You're okay. Yap, yap. I miss my mother. She was so soft and warm. Let me in. Mama closed the door gently. As I peeked through the opening, I could still see her in her house shoes. Daddy's bare feet moved near. Are you going to leave him outside? I don't know. I really don't think we need a house dog. We have Gray. He comes and goes, but Callie might be a problem. She's used to being left alone. The puppy would be all over her. I don't know what to do. Yap, yap. It's really cold out here. I need my warm mother. Let me in. The yapping sound kept going and going. The Mama and Daddy opened the door. Mama picked up the ball of fluff. He's shaking. Mama pouted and snuggled the furball close. Look, it's snowing out there. No wonder he's cold. The towels can't keep the dampness away from him. Daddy's toe pointed to where I was watching from under the door. How about the playroom? Gray will leave him alone. We can put papers down and bring the box of towels inside for him to snuggle. I read that a ticking clock will comfort puppies. It's supposed to remind them of their mother's heartbeat or something like that. Daddy's feet moved away toward the hall. The door swung open. If that ugly beast was going to be in here, I wasn't. I tried to slide past the foot that Mama put in my face. Get back, Gray. When I couldn't get out, I ran to the couch. I hopped on the back, then onto the window ledge. The ball of fluff ran after me. Yap, yap, I want to play. He stood on two back legs. His front legs wiggled and shook my couch. Let me up, I want to play. Mama stood for a long time watching. She picked the puppy up in her arms and snuggled him. Then she put him in the box. He didn't stay. She caught him and put him in the box once more. He hopped out again. When she put him back the last time, she got a big cushion from the couch and put it on the box as a lid. Settle down, pup. The whole house is going to be up if you don't get quiet. The door shut. I was trapped. The dog whined and whined. He bounced against the box. It rocked back and forth. The cushion wobbled, then fell off. Wiggling and squirming, the white ball of fluff tumbled out of the box. Then he came straight for me. That was the night I moved to a new level in the house. Up. Chapter 7 tomorrow, boys and girls. Have a good afternoon and enjoy drawing your tiger picture.